box and your first float. We are so excited to have you here. We want to share with you all the procedures and some tips to make the transition into this float world a lot smoother. When you arrive, please power off your phone, hit the restroom if you need to, and then enter your own private suite. Your private suite includes your float tank and a shower. You will want to prepare for your shower by putting in a pair of earplugs first. Take that 3-tiered end, pop it in the ear, take the peg piece, twist, push, get them in nice and snug. The whole purpose of those earplugs is to keep the salt water out of your ears. But if by chance that salt water decides to bubble in while you're floating, do not fret. If you choose to reset your earplugs and say you sit up or anything like that, do be extremely mindful not to get salt water into the eyes, the nose, or the mouth. Doesn't taste good, doesn't feel good, okay? So that is one thing we want you to be really mindful as you're moving about today in the salt waters. So again, if any water decides to go into your ears, when you do your exit shower, take this guy, put a couple drops in your ear, let it roll out, and take it home, do it a couple more times. That is going to draw out that salt so it doesn't solidify in the eardrum. You are going to take your shower using body and shampoo only. Save conditioner for your exit shower. And tip number 1, go cool to lukewarm on your shower because you are actually entering body temperature waters and you don't want to throw off your body temp. Once you're showered up and you're getting ready to enter the tank, if you have any deeper cuts or scrapes, you are welcome to put a layer of Vaseline on it. What I can tell you is that these waters are healing and moisturizing, and most stings are gone within 2 to 3 minutes. If you have any stings that persist, by all means pop out of the tank, fully wash, and come back out into the world. When you enter the tank, we want to also share a couple more tips. Take the washcloth from your tray, dry your face. This way you don't have any wet spots drying while you're laying in the tank today that you may potentially want to itch. We really want to help keep these fingers away from eyes, nose, and mouth. The other tip is rinse your washcloth with shower water before you enter, and then hang this washcloth on a handle that you're going to see inside your tank. This way you have clean water at your disposal should you need to dry off your hands or touch your face. Once you step in, and be mindful that it's only 25 inches of water, so it is not deep at all. Just step in carefully and let the floating begin. You will want to lay down. Head is going to be near the door. Your feet are going to be towards the end. Let your body pop up and start exploring. How do you want to float? Do you want to float with your hands above your head, on your chest, behind your back, flipped? You're going to find what feels right for your body. Just again, be mindful as you're moving around not to sprinkle that water into eyes, nose, or mouth. You will be going into complete darkness today. You'll know it's coming. The starlight starts to dim, and then boom, not a ray of light left and no sound. It's amazing, and it's also not for everyone. So you will have 3 buttons that are going to be located to your right when you're laying down. Out of those 3 buttons, the top and the bottom button will bring the lights back on and off. Now you can hit any of those buttons because the middle button actually controls music volume and only works at the beginning and at the end of the float. So this is your experience. This is your journey. Lights, no lights, how do you want your body? All things you're going to be figuring out in the first 10 or 15 minutes. Surrender to the brain. This guy right here is going to do whatever it does. It might make up stuff that are happening, like you're doing a 360. Who knows what else? It may not quiet down. Don't go into battle with it. Surrender. Focus on your breathing. You got this. All right. So you're all settled in. You've gone into darkness. Now, here's the deal. Your body, it's floating. But again, this guy right here doesn't believe it. So you may feel some tension in your back or your neck. We can help you come back out a little bit. You will find a float pillow located behind you on a hook. This can go behind the head, shoulder blades, or the back. You can use this the whole float, part of the float, or not at all. Our recommendation, if you have this behind your head or if you don't, when you get settled in, take your finger, push your chin all the way back, and release. That's going to cut a lot of tension that you might be carrying in your back or your neck. Always be mindful of the salt water though as you push back. You just don't want to go too far and get that into your eyes. If you need anything, there is an emergency button located in your float tank. Push that. We can talk to you on an intercom. If you feel like you pushed it in air, we also don't want you to fret. We know you're just trying to figure this all out, so we can always check in on you. We're not going to come running in on you. Your float will be over after about 50 minutes from the point of going into darkness. That is your last reference of time. You'll know it's over because the lights and the music will kick back on And you'll want to carefully exit, fully wash, get all that salt water off of you, and come back out into the world. If you have chosen to turn the lights on during your float, just know the music still kicks up, so you'll be fully aware that the float is over. If in the middle of your float, you need to get up and use the restroom, also know that you're going to find a robe on the back of your door. Just pop that on, hit the bathroom. If you choose to go back into the tank, we just ask that you take a quick rinse. So that is floating. It's an amazing experience. Again, surrender to this guy right here. Focus on your breathing. And we can't wait to hear about your journey.